Yeah. Yeah.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
In New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg Travis on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game. From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it.
All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from Nashville. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Pushing his way through, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Hey, 258. Here we go, going. Check 99. Plant.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Switch. Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Giants.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Alpha. Mike 54.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mariota gives to Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Right there, 56. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
To throw is Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers caught by the tight end Ertz. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On first down, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes...
Well, the pressure gets to him again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Mariota to throw it this time. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 38.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Mariota. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Slam, slam.
From the gun, Mariota. Completes it to Davis. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it. What do they call it?
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and a yard. Rodgers, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Picked off at the 13. Bust through the tackle.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Landry, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Jim. One.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Uncorks one for... And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 38 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of love. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Check 3. One.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
56. Silver. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, that's good. One. 56.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
50.
Got a man, it's Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Well, first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is caught. He hits Landry. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
On 1st down, Hines. They find some open field here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Go, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Catch made by Slayton, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
319.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
1030.
They go play action here on 1st down. The quick slant caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From a yard out, and the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check right, check right.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Mike Boone, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Here's Rodgers to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
check, 56.
Oh, you got deep?
Check, check, lucky.
Three.
Mariota hands to Henry. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Where are they, team?
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On second down now, Farley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Titans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Mariota now still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
One.
56. I don't think you got it, son.
Mariota now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Titans on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Hey, wahoo! Yeah.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a giant first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Thompson here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Hines. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Rodgers now on first down.
In today's football, where receivers...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Hines. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain?
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
20. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards.
258. 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Draw play, this is Hines. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Hey, Foxtrot. Plant. Check.
One final try now for Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Titans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath patrol, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins.